Hello there. Welcome to the Field of Streams, where I, your host Janine McRae, bring you the tiny thoughts that stream from my brain and present them to you as though they're a fine wine decanted into an ornamental glass stiletto that expels the delicious nectar from the tip of its delicate heel. Cheers, big ears. Now, I can't promise you much with these weekly nibbles, but I can promise you this. I will not keep you long. Today's missive was inspired by two things. The first being a video that I put in the written version of this post about nonce words. They're words made up by authors in their books, some of which end up becoming part of the lexicon, like the word nerd, which was in a Dr. Seuss book from 1950. I can't remember the name of it. It escapes me now. It's in the post. And the second thing was a book I love called The Meaning of Liff, which is a little book of definitions of made-up words by Douglas Adams and John Lloyd. Here's an example of one. Sconce, a person who looks around when talking to you to see if there's anyone more interesting about. Sconce. A link, as always, to both these things will be in the description, but of course they will. And the basic premise of this episode was words. They do, in fact, come easy. Actually, that's not right. Maybe it's fake it till you make it. Without any further waffling, here is a post. Make it up to get made in the shade. You never pass spell check. Something feels off with you. You are not quite right. The words you use are foreign to the ear, existing without visas and claiming asylum in the pages of our world. Arranged in awkward sentences like higgledy headstones, the broken teeth of your misspeaking mouth. They are an assault soon to be reported to the relevant authorities. The dictionary people. The vocabulary-aristocrats. Red line. Your made-up words from your made-up mind on this made-up scene getting made. Here, the sound of a vowel being wrapped in a blanket and thrown in a trunk. There, the scream of a consonant protesting in the night. Your letters are foot soldiers creating pure chaos on the battlefield. Sometimes nouns, sometimes verbs, but always the spell juricium. This means magic. The pocus is strong with this one. This is just your voice. This is just your art. But the words you use are not the right words, not as we know them, not in the dictionary maker's sphere. Words like yours don't roll off someone's tongue to bask in the glory of an audience. There is no Pulitzer on their horizon. Words like yours will never be an answer on Jeopardy. Or will they? These are your words. You can use them as you wish. And you do. Cuff speculant. This means you are simply making it up as you go along. This means you are being true to you. This means, to use a word that gets thrown out to sea like it's some kind of life ring, you are being authentic in the making of your spell juriciums. All life is fiction in the memory of it, and the memory of it is what you're writing, what you're telling. You live within the paragraphs and pages, flitting from house to house, engaging with characters who themselves are making it up on the spot. This is a thin air world, blooming to life from the gas of a billion lies and truths and misspellings. There is a word for that too, the made from thin air word. That word is oxymarigomation. Nothing is real, but oh so real. Nothing is true, but always spoken, with confidence, with fear, with certainty. Art! The lexicon is a movable feast, a movable type, a made-up thing. How many words are there for snow again? Are you being snowed right now? Are you flaking or waking? Should we be so rigid in our interpretations of these vocalizations? And what is voice anyway? What is voice but the arrangement of words, some known, some unknown, in ways that are pushed about by history? Even truth is making it up as it goes along. Guess what? It never passes spell check either. Is art truth? Or is art the biggest typo of all? People are complicated, and there are no blanket words or blanket definitions, and even the word blanket is lying. Statement or cloth, the truth lies in the washing instructions. Not all letters are created equal either. You are better hiding behind an O than an I. An I is too thin. too definitive. You have to know who you are to hide behind an I. Semantics. Use all the words, old ones, new ones, invented ones. Submit your words for assessment and definition and the rigorous spell check of your work. But for the love of Wordle, above all things, keep making it up as you go along. Please, keep pushing the edges of the letters to smudge our understanding of what is real and what is true and what is not in the storytelling and the creation. Make up words, make up stories, make up worlds that exist outside this one, because this one doesn't pass spell check all the time either. Don't hold back. Trust your audience. Someone out there will understand what you're saying. Someone will be filing your words away for later as a source of comfort, as a source of understanding. Speak of what you are made of. Bones of brittlasium, brain of succulent matter. Your blood flows with the slink amplitude of the widest Gustonian river. May Gust bless your house and all who reside within. Live your cuff speculant life through your art, huffing on the result of a world swimming in spoils of oxymargamation. Weave your spelgericium all around the spinning heads of the vocabularistocrats. Make your words work for you. Because these are just words and you are just a person putting them together in ways you hope are pleasing to other brains. Know that lying in your art can be a truth in itself, but lying in your life can be turgulasterous. This means death. Be a true person to who you are and what you mean, and you'll have it made in the shade. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. And there you have it. That's this week's post. There was a pretty considerable footnote to this post that was a bunch of the definitions that are in the piece. So higgledy, which is half a higgledy-piggledy, and I believe higgledy-piggledy is disorder and confusion. So I would say higgledy is the disorder part, not necessarily the confusion. Vocabularistocrats, which is a bit of a tongue twister. It had two meanings. One, a vocation taken on by word aficionados who consider themselves to be of higher social standing. And two, a well-known and disgusting joke about words which ends with a punchline, and they're called the vocabularistocrats, which is, riffing off that joke, the aristocrats joke. Spelgericium is a mix of basic spell making and the subtle art of the conjurer, combined in the cauldron of mysticism. Ta-da! Cuff speculant, the act of providing or receiving improvised speculation that appears when you need it. Oxymargamation, the act of pulling something from thin air and making something of it. So the oxy being oxygen, the marry being the marriage of, and the gamation, it just sounded good. Brittlasium, bone matter that is delicate but works out in the gym, so is in truth strong. Succulent, that's brain matter that's real thinky. Slink amplitude is an easy flowing of liquid. Gustonian, as in a Gustonian river, from the land Gustonia, which is a made-up country in a made-up world. Gust, may Gust bless your house, Gust is a Gustonian god. He or she, no one really knows, is the god of made-up shit. Turgulasterous is a real shit show leading to death. It's a metaphorical expiration. That was the post. I hope it wasn't too wordy. See what I did there? Anyway, I hope you come back for more. In the meantime, I would be eternally grateful if you would rate the podcast. Share it with people if you like it, if you think someone might like it. And hit the notification bell so that you get notifications when new episodes come out. These little missives are designed to inspire creative folk to get out and make something of their own. If you do enjoy my writing, please be sure to subscribe to the stream newsletter at janeemccrae.substack.com. And until next we meet, love what you love, and I'll see you out there making stuff.